iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. I'm going to do a little Waiver Wire Wednesday for you. We'll go over some news. So first of all, Vernon Davis out for Week 10. Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Lev Bell. Light them up. Let's go. Let's start the fun. The fun is going to be happening there in Indianapolis. Ben is going to have a very good day. I don't care if it's a road game. No Vontae Davis, no chance for the Colts. Jameis Winston went to Dr. James Andrews. Sorry about that. That doesn't look good, but we will see what happens with that. But that is a problem. The Bengals lose Jake Fisher. He's out for the season. That's a problem. I mean, not that he was really good, but Andy Dalton's going to get killed, as he always does, it seems like each week. So no Jake Fisher on their line. Sam Bradford goes to the IR. Teddy Bridgewater gets activated. I told you this yesterday. Bridgewater not ready yet. Case Keenum still the starter until one of three things happens. 1, Teddy B outplays him in practice. 2, Case Keenum sucks during the game. And 3, Case Keenum gets injured. But I think Teddy B, interesting stash. I don't hate the move. Charles Clay returns to Bills practice. Zay Jones does not practice. Charles Clay, Kelvin Benjamin, LaShawn McCoy, Jordan Matthews, the Bills are building something interesting. Okay, they just have to be more consistent. But I certainly like what the Bills are building. What the Bills are building. Say that 5 times fast. What the Bills are building there in Buffalo. Chris Hogan, going to miss Week 10. I think they've talked about getting Philip Dorsett more involved. This is a Gronk week. You know Denver can't stop the tight end. Gronk. It's a big week. Brady and Gronk. Feel free to use them liberally in your FanDuel lineups. Won't be able to use them on DraftKings, the Millionaire Maker, but on FanDuel, be liberal with Brady and Gronk. Okay? CJ Fedorowicz, activated off the IR. That's always a good sign there. CJ's back. I don't know if we expect him to play this week, but he certainly could. I think there's absolutely a chance that he plays this week. I think he'll play. I mean, he's certainly a streamer. Ryan Griffin is going to be out. Steven Anderson's not real deal. Fedorowicz is a good play. Does it affect DeAndre Hopkins? No. Does it affect Will Fuller? Maybe a little bit. But I think Fedorowicz is certainly in play. I'm even going to write that down. You hear the pen click? Right? In case somebody needs him on the waiver wire this week. Fedorowicz did not make my article, but he is in my thoughts. Okay? Another guy in my thoughts, Danny Woodhead. So Danny Woodhead could be coming off the IR soon, so he should be in your thoughts and prayers. Corey Coleman for the Browns. He's close to coming back. And Greg Olsen. Glenn Colton from Colton and the Wolfman picked him up in the SiriusXM Host League. I thought that was a very shrewd pick. I wish I had been on it. I already have Zach Ertz and Everett Ingram, so I don't have a spot for Olsen. I would have picked him up just so that nobody else would have. I mean, yes, and that's how I do roll. I'm not ashamed of it. Alfred Morris and Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke is practicing this week. We don't know his fate. We won't know till Friday, but I think we will know before kickoff, and we will see. By Friday at 5 p.m., we will have an answer. My guess tells me that he's going to be suspended, but seriously, I don't know. I wish I did. If I did, I'd go to Vegas and I'd bet on it. But I don't know. Anything is quite possible. Okay, so let's look at the waiver wire. Some names out there. So first of all, Jared Goff. I kid you not. I've gotten multiple tweets today. Dr. Roto, Brady or Goff rest of the season? Really? Really? I like Jared Goff. But you know Tom Brady. Let's not go cray-cray on me. Let's not go nuts. I like Jared Goff. He's not Tom Brady. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Jared Goff is Jared Goff. Maybe in 3 years I'll like Jared Goff as much as Tom Brady, but this is not the year. So let's just calm down. Calm down. I also want to talk about calm down. Eli Manning. What are the Giants talking about? Seriously. What are they talking about? We're going to bench Eli Manning? No, you're not. He's got a consecutive start streak that is enormous. What are you going to do? See if Davis Webb is the guy for the future? How about this? In the fourth quarter of a game you're losing by 20 and you want to take Eli out, I'm fine with it. Up till that point, shut up and play Eli Manning. How about we take Ben McAdoo out? Guy's a dog. Really, one of the worst hires in the history of mankind was Ben McAdoo. Seriously. All right, Jay Cutler might be a guy I'm interested in. Jay Cutler, I thought, looked very good last week. And there were a lot of occasions. So, first of all, Drake and Williams played exceptionally well. Julius Thomas was involved. Devontae Parker was back. This was Cutler at his finest last week. Doesn't get much better than that. Did he go like 30-something for 40-something with over 300 yards? I mean, that's Jay Cutler at his finest. So let's appreciate what he did. If I needed a quarterback, I might pick him up. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he will be starting week 10. Okay? Mike Evans out, Fitzpatrick in. It could be a couple of weeks too. I would think that Jameis Winston could be out for at least 2 weeks. Not 1, but 2 weeks. So I know Mike Evans isn't there, but I think Fitzpatrick is interesting. He creates offense. He's not afraid to throw it down the field. He's not afraid to run. He's not afraid. He doesn't play with fear, which is what I like. I hate backup quarterbacks who are skittish. They're like Bambi. Oh! Right? I like backup quarterbacks who go out there and throw the football, like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, how many times do you get to play? Don't worry about not making a mistake. Worry about making a play. Do yourself a favor. How about Blake Bortles? Dare I say, he has been better, right, than I ever thought he would be. And look at the matchups. Got the Chargers, got the Browns, got the Cardinals, got the Colts. It's not disgusting. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't love Blake Bortles, but if you're on the waiver wire, you could look there. Let's see. How about Jimmy Garoppolo? I've talked about him before. CJ Beathard, this guy is a backup's backup. I mean, that's what he is. He's a backup in the NFL, starter in the CFL, of course. But I've got to believe that Jimmy Garoppolo will have every chance to play for the last few weeks. Now, do I like Teddy Bridgewater more? I might. Better options. So let's keep a look on that. I like Garoppolo, but he's not going to play for a couple of weeks. Okay? Nobody else I really want to talk about quarterbacks. Running backs. Alfred Morris. So, in the SiriusXM Host League, Alfred Morris is available. And I bid on him. But I could be wasting money tonight. I could bid $10 and Ezekiel Elliott gets a stay and he's not out the rest of the year. So this is what we call a true gamble. If Morris is available and you have to pay for him, pick the dollar amount you are willing to lose. Because if you bid, let's say out of $1,000, you bid $600 and you get Morris. But Zeke Elliott is not done, you just lost $600. So bid the number you're willing to lose. It's like when somebody asks me for a pen. Hey, can I borrow a pen? I try to give them a pen that I don't want back. Because the chances are I'm never going to see that pen again. All right? Take the pen. Bye-bye. I'm not going to give you my good pen. Right? My good pen I'm going to keep. But my crappy Papermate that smudges, you can have that pen. It's kind of like what I think about Alfred Morris. Okay? It's what I think about Alfred Morris. Kenyon Drake and Damian Williams, I assume they're on a team. If not, get them both, please. Danny Woodhead, I like Danny Woodhead. Love him in PPR leagues. Supposedly still not 100%, but I'm not buying it. I think he's a very good player. And certainly, I would take him now if I thought I was making a playoff run. I would. Rex Burkhead. This is a name for you. Do I like Dion Lewis? Not that much. Do I like Mike Gillislee? Not at all. Do I like Burkhead? Yes. He's a really good receiver. And Chris Hogan's injured. So I do like Rex Burkhead a lot. I think he's very, very sneaky. Devontae Booker, super sneaky. CJ Andervomit, awful. Jamal Charles, not the guy. I think Booker could be the guy down the stretch. I really do. So if he's out there, I'm willing to take a chance on him. I think it's a very clever play. How about CJ Procise? Maybe he's available in your league. Thomas Rawls? Yeah, not that special. I think Procise gets in, Procise plays. For sure. How about Theo Riddick? I've got to think that he's on a team, but just in case he's out there in your league. Amir Abdullah fumbled twice. You fumble twice like that, you don't play. So Theo Riddick is a guy I'd be looking at very closely. Andre Ellington, I think he's interesting. Why? Because Adrian Peterson had 39 touches last week. 39 touches. Can't do that too often, even for Adrian Peterson. If Adrian Peterson should get worn down or hurt, Andre Ellington's the guy. Then, of course, we've got the guys like James Conner, Matt Breida, Samaje P. Ryan, Mike Tolbert, guys who are the backups to the guys. So if I had LaShawn McCoy, I'd get Mike Tolbert. I don't like Mike Tolbert, but I'd get him. Right? All right, wide receiver. Corey Coleman. I mentioned him. He should be back. The Browns stink on offense. They've got nothing. They really could use Corey Coleman. I think he's a guy I would not drop. I'd be picking up. I'd be looking for him. How about Robert Woods? This guy is seeing targets. I don't think they love Sammy Watkins, but they really seem to like Robert Woods. Take a look at him. Marquise Goodwin, Pierre Garçon on the IR. George Kittle out this week. Trent Taylor out this week. Marquise Goodwin gets the Giants at home. Giddy up. Seriously, giddy up. How about Mike Wallace? I know he's been bad. I know they're on bye this week, but he's a number one receiver. I might take him for $10 and stick him on my roster. How about Curtis Samuel? I love me some Curtis Samuel. So, first of all, I know I've talked about Curtis Samuel before. He's a gadget player with a lot of speed. I'll call him the Panthers version of Tyreek Hill. But he didn't get enough touches this week. And Ron Rivera was annoyed. He has said he wants more touches for Samuel. The last time Ron Rivera said something like this was he said, I wanted more touches for Ed Dickson. And what did Ed Dickson do? He had a really good day. I think Samuel starts touching the ball more. I'm a fan. This week, I'm a fan of Adam Humphries. Mike Evans out. Humphries will play. In a PPR league, you're probably looking at 10 or 12 points. Maybe you get a touchdown, you got 16 to 20. Is that worth a few bucks this week? I think it might be. How about D.D. Westbrook? Should be activated this week. Should be activated. If he is, I like him a lot. I like him a lot for the Jaguars. All right, other names, Josh Gordon. I don't know what I think about Josh Gordon. It worried me because Josh Gordon said he played all his games high. That's a problem. Because now I don't know how he's going to play. He was on something before every game, and now I don't know. So what is Josh Gordon like sober? Maybe he's not so interesting. I don't know the answer to that. I'm interested in finding out, but I don't know. Dontrell Inman, member of the Bears now. I don't know what that means, except he's a member of the Bears. Maybe he plays. I don't know. Who knows? All right, at tight end, the aforementioned Greg Olsen. I told you I liked him. On track to return from Week 12. Go get him now if he's available. Charles Clay, I mentioned him before. I don't know if he returns Week 10, but I should be back by Week 11 for sure. For sure. VD, Vernon Davis, we know Jordan Reed stinks. When Jordan Reed is out, VD is in. Julius Thomas. I like Julius Thomas. Clyde Christensen talked all offseason about getting him involved. He didn't do anything all season except he had 6 catches and a touchdown. on Sunday night. Looked pretty good, too. You need a guy. I think Julius Thomas is interesting. How about Ben Watson? Joe Flacco loves throwing the tight end. He's legit. So I would look at him. Ed Dixon, I think, is interesting. Right? I know that Olsen is coming back, but this week Dixon's interesting. Next week they're on bye, then Olsen's back. Maybe Dixon for this week. And here's a guy, I'll just throw him out there. Deion Sims. So Chicago doesn't really throw the ball except to their running backs and tight ends. Zach Miller's done for the year. So Deion Sims was brought over in the offseason from the Miami Dolphins. He's not terrible. He's a big body, and Mitch Trubisky doesn't like throwing the ball more than 5 yards. Maybe Deion Sims is interesting. I don't hate the play. I don't hate it. I hate a lot more other things than Deion Sims. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to scoutdfs.com. If you're a member, awesome. Enjoy our optimizer. Enjoy our scout scores. Enjoy our podcasts. Enjoy our articles. If you are not, go there. Sign up. It's free for a week. What do you have to lose? It's free. You have nothing to lose except your time. So check out what we offer. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Also check out scoutfantasy.com. Enter the promo code ROTO2017 and get half off your first month. This is a pivotal time right now in fantasy football leagues. Pivotal. Let us help you win your league. Scoutfantasy.com. All right, time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Tomorrow on Thursday, I preview the Thursday night game as always. I go over the news of the day, and I take a look at the bidding. A lot of bids tonight. I'm very interested to see what happens. No great players like last week with Drake and Williams, but a lot of little guys who can help. So I'll be very interested to see what happens. All right, wishing you all a great day. Be well. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!